All right, everybody. So today we're going to be talking about insurance. So, insurance is extremely important. And the reason why I'm laughing is because you are probably going to watch this video multiple times. You're probably going to do this class a couple of times. And you still might have a little bit of a difficult time understanding insurance. And that's completely okay. Watch this as many times as you need to and ask as many questions as you need to, okay? We want to help when it comes to this. During an audition, it's extremely important. If you mess this up, you're going to be taken off the game. So please pay attention. All right. So we're over here dealing a game. We flip over our card, and here we have an ace. All right. An ace is the only time you are going to offer insurance. If you have a 10 up or a face card up, you are going to just check for blackjack. If you have an ace up, you must offer what's called insurance. Insurance is considered a side bet, and it has to do with if you believe I have a blackjack or not. After I have seen I've received an ace and I have knocked out any necessary bonuses, then you're going to turn it 90 degrees and then open insurance. It's very important to make sure that you open insurance and that you close it. And for me personally, I like to make a little bit of a hand signal to just kind of signal upstairs that I'm opening the door or opening insurance. And then I'll do this way for when I'm closing insurance. I also like to announce it for the players just so that they're aware of when it's open and when it's closed. So now that insurance is open, your players now have the ability to place their insurance right here on the insurance line. Insurance is up to half of their original bet or down to the table minimum or any value in between. If half their bet is below table minimum, then they can only bet that. So now we're going to go through a couple of different scenarios that might come up and kind of what we expect from you during insurance and what your job is. So you know the minimums, the limits, and whatnot. Now you just got to keep your eyes open for it. So this player right here, they have an 11, so they probably want to insure it. This player wants to insure full insurance for their bet. All right? Full insurance is half of the original bet, which is 20 bucks is the original. Insurance is going to be 10 for full insurance. All right? And now, you can have somebody insure for less. All right? So this, as you can see, is less than full insurance, which would have been $7.50. But they want to do just $5. That's completely fine. But they must say, or you must say, insuring for less, and that there is an alert. All right, you don't have to wait for anybody. You don't have to wait for your supervisor to say, oh, go ahead. You just say insurance for less. It's an alert. And this is so just in case there's any issues later after you do their insurance that they notice that they don't get their full bet back. That's fine. Because you already called it out, you don't have to worry about any issues. If they give you a problem, you just call floor because you already did your alert. Over here, we have a blackjack. Now, the player can place insurance for their blackjack, but it's not really recommended. We're not going to really talk about that right now. Just know that a player can place insurance for their blackjack if they would like. Not recommended, though. All right, so for now, let's close insurance. Insurance is closed. As you can see, I'm doing my little hand signal. Then I'm going to get my cards and place them down to see in this little peeker right here if we have a blackjack. All right? When you're checking for insurance, it must be at a 90-degree angle in order for you to use your little peeker properly. If you end up placing it just like this, you're not going to be able to tell if you have a blackjack or not. So make sure it's sideways when you are peeking. Do not lift from the front, exposing the card whatsoever. Make sure bring it straight down just like this. And you do not bring your head down this way. It's not good game protection. Make sure it's like a little glance down. Like, oh, we got ourselves a blackjack. All right? So from here, what you're going to do is take their original bet because, as you can see, they only have an 11, and that does not beat a blackjack. Insurance pays 2-1. So 1, 2, just like that. This player has insured for less. You are still going to be taking their original bet because they do not have a blackjack. It's just a 20. So they insured for less. That's the amount they're getting. This leftover is going to be locked up for the house. Here we have a blackjack. So that there is a push. Blackjack versus blackjack, push. Now, keep in mind if this blackjack, if the player did take insurance, it would still pay 2-1. There's not going to be any difference to that. All right, so we're going to do another scenario. Insurance is open. This player only has $10 available and places it on the insurance line. Their original bet is $15. So we are going to have to make some change so that way they can have their full insurance without going over. Now, we are about to do something called check change. And this is probably going to be something that's brand new to most of you. Now, understand any money coming in, whether it be cash or checks, it must be on the left-hand side of the shuffle pad. This area here is considered the shuffle pad and working space of the dealer. So, check comes in on the left, any change or anything going out will be on the right. So, here I have it over here. Now I'm going to make some change. If we break it down into just dollars, that's not going to be enough in order to break it completely in half. So we must take one of these dollars down and break it down more so that way we have the change. Alright, so we must state check change 5 or check change $5. So after we say that, we can just stack up the bet and send it because this is considered an alert. If it's less than $100, it is considered an alert. Alright, so here you can see we set our insurance bet. Perfect. It's exactly half, making sure we do not forget to lock up the bet that we made change for. Now, insurance is closed. Everyone else doesn't want to place insurance. And now I may check and see if we have a blackjack, which we do not. So, after I have checked and seen we do not have it, I like to turn it back straight up. This is what we teach here at Crescent. After you've checked to see if you've had a blackjack, and if you do not have one, you're supposed to turn it back up. And then get rid of the insurance on the insurance line. So, something I wanted to bring up is this little procedure right here. At Crescent, we do teach you to turn it this way after it's been checked. Now, some casinos might change this procedure. It really just depends on the rack and a couple of other things. So just check with your house. But no, Crescent way. I check for insurance. Oh, nobody's home. Turn it this way. Alrighty. After you have checked for the blackjack and removed the insurance, you are going to continue the hand as usual, like a regular hand, just regular. So this is a procedure that not many casinos will have you do, but it's one that is out there that I want you to be aware of. Not only that, it's going to be on your test, so please do pay attention. Scenario 3 is one of those scenarios if a blackjack decides to take insurance, and also if you have somebody place insurance on the insurance line, but you just so happen to miss it. You miss the fact that it was over. So, how to handle it and what to do. Alright, so let's get this going. Insurance is open. This player with the 11 decides to place $10. This player over here with the blackjack decides to place $10 as well. They're at full insurance and they intend on being at full insurance. So I go ahead and I check. And I look and I do not have a blackjack. Go ahead and turn my blackjack sideways. And then when I go to take the insurance bet here, it is over what is half of their original bet. So I don't accidentally underpay them. I must make the change and then take the bet. Ooh, sorry about that. So I'm going to try that one more time. So, let's say when I get ready to go take their insurance, I realize that it is over the amount that is half of their original bet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the difference, place it on the insurance line next to it, and then take their insurance. Okay? I'm making change for what they have had there. Then over here, this one just goes. Now, they are able to take this, and then you can conduct the hand as usual. The next scenario I'm going to show you is if I actually do have the blackjack. So, insurance is open. Insurance is closed. Then I see this one is over, but that's okay. I'm just going to give them full insurance, which is going to be their original bet. 2 to 1 of half of their original bet is going to add up to the original bet. Go on to here. This player did not place insurance, so I do take the bet, and they get nothing. This player, they have a blackjack, so that is a push, but they still placed insurance, so they must be paid 2 to 1 on their insurance. And that's it. Alrighty, everybody. So we have one more scenario, and it has to do with even money. And this only should be on a 3 to 2 game. So that means if your blackjack pays 3 to 2, then you can offer even money. If it's a 6 to 5 blackjack payout, you do not offer even money. And the reason for that is, let's say you're doing a $5 bet. When you get paid on a blackjack, you're going to be receiving an additional $2.50. So you're receiving the bet and a half. On a 6 to 5 payout, you will be receiving just an additional $1. All right? So if you're offered even money on a 6 to 5 game, you're going to take it every single time. So that's part of the reason why they don't really offer it on a 6 to 5 game. All right? So let's show you how even money works. All right? So here I turn my card sideways and I go, insurance is open. Here we have somebody with a blackjack and they say, I want even money. So what that means is you're going to call out even money. I just put it there. Some places don't care. You don't have to say even money, but it's just one of those things. It's just nice to say just to cover your butt, because let's say you find out that you don't have a blackjack and this person says, hey, how come you didn't pay me for my blackjack? Be like, sir, you asked for even money. If you just call it out, it keeps you safe. All right? So after you have given the player their even money, you're going to remove their blackjack off of the table. All right? And then go ahead and close insurance. After everyone is done doing whatever they need to do, insurance is closed. You check if you have a blackjack, which I do. Good thing they took even money. Then take, and you're done. All right? Even money is the exact bet they have there. No more, no less. Alrighty, everybody. So just remember, all right? When it comes to even money, you can only offer it to somebody who has a blackjack. And that's when you have an ace up as well. And it is only during when you offer insurance. They can't take it after. So the reason for even money is that the player is getting offered the opportunity to walk away with something or nothing. There's also the possibility of getting that little bit of extra that you're naturally entitled to. But that's why we offer even money. So you get a little something, for sure. Alrighty, everybody. So that is insurance. I know it was a lot of scenarios. It was probably a little difficult to keep up with, but you can always go back and rewatch any of this. Not only that, please come to us with any questions you may have. We would love to answer them for you.